Hello! Okay, so let's see what today brings. Marble Mania. Okay, blah 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 blah. Yes, okay, yes. Okay, and I have downloaded my input. The goal is 2. Got a few more examples. Get your puzzle input. Okay. Do I need that marble to know when to stop or? Okay, let's start out with something. We have marbles. Oh, let's call it the ring. And we have marble, which starts at 0, I think. Then we have number. We've got no players. And we have, I guess from the input, last marble. We need to read that, so we open the input. We just have the one line. And okay, we can split that and take the first and the second to last. And then we do fields. Do that. And then we have players. That's the right. No. -1, -2. Okay. 426, let's double check, 426, 7205. Okay, that's good. That's the input. Don't need to do that twice. Let's move that down here. So, input. Then we have the ring, which is that whole structure. I think we check this again until every marble has a number. That's probably why we got the last marble number. And then we have the current. Let's call that current marble. And they don't call it the ring, they call it a circle. Let's call it a circle then. Okay, and then the rules. We move clockwise, so we move anti-clockwise. Let's have some help of functions here. Clockwise. Let's see, and then anti-clockwise will be counterclockwise, I think. Steps. Go by current. I think that's the current marble that we need to change. Plus equal steps, and then we need to current. Is that a thing? Something like that. Okay. Does that still? Yes. Do I need to keep track of which elf is playing? I suppose I do. So let's start. Starting conditions is that we have marble 0 in that spot. That spot is also 0, denoted by the current marble. And then the game starts. Placing the lowest numbered remaining marble. Okay, so we need to keep track of that as well. Let's have that also. So we have the lowest, and that would be 1 in that case, because we already placed the first 0, 1. And then between 1 and 2, so that's basically moving 1 step, and then appending or inserting. And then that index also becomes the current marble, okay? Okay, I'm gonna have some loops, so while the lowest marble is lower, did they... Starting by increasing until every marble has a number, and then we have the last marble is worth. I think the worth is the same as the number. Let's start with that assumption. Last marble, then we do that at the end of the loop. Okay. If the marble is about to be placed as a number which is a multiple of 23, okay. Okay, that terminates, good. First, okay. Okay, so each player needs to have a score. And then what they're asking for, what is the winning elf, and you win by having the highest score. Okay, so we're gonna have that as well. Last marble, scores, that would be 0 for in range non-players. Something like that. And the question is can I just get index by max value or something? Never mind. Then I also need to keep track current marble lowest. And then we have player equals 0. Print. You added that to the score. Player plus First, the current player keeps the marble they would have placed, adding it to the score. In addition, the marble, 7 marbles counterclockwise from the current marble, is removed from the circle, also added to the current player's score. That marble located immediately clockwise of the marble that was removed becomes the new. Okay, so we need to and then we did 7 counterclockwise. We can just return that instead. I think that's better. Do I need global if I'm just gonna read it? Equals 100 plus steps, and then we return marble. Boom. Okay, and then we say jank. We don't need to do that. Jank that marble, and then we actually need to jank it. Remove at extend, insert, pop, remove, reverse. Maybe I need a different data structure. Clear, append, copy, count. I'm gonna pretend for now. We jank that marble. And then we also remove also. And you also get that score. You get that score, and then you remove that. The marble located immediately clockwise of the marble that was removed becomes the okay. So I think we just need to do current marble equals jank then. So maybe we should just guess we should have a double linked list or something here. Damaged, okay. Maybe just make all of this a class. So let's see, do I have the list? We can sort, what else can we do? the mutable ones. Okay, so you can delete from within the list, right? We can insert at one position. Okay, so then we basically say delete circle, and then we say should this be off by 1 there, maybe, possibly? Otherwise, we should also insert something. We get the score, figure out which marble to jank, we get the score of that, then we delete it, and then the current marble position is the one to the right clockwise of the one we just deleted. I suppose we can just make this a for loop. Do I have that? I suppose we can just do for marble in its range last marble. Just call it, instead of lowest, we just call it marble. We don't need to do that because we continue, but then otherwise we need to deal with the normal rules. And we do that by inserting. Yeah, so by clockwise 1 step, and then we do insert index insert object before index. Okay, so then we need to do that, I think, which will probably break at the boundaries. And then the current marble needs to go up 1. Yes. Okay, let's forget about that. Okay, we have something. Should probably have some way of printing the whole thing. We should also increment the player, I think. I'm just gonna do this, else, then player. That's not a line. Okay, now I have scores all over the place. What was that example? Let's put that example in the thing. Meh. Meh. I should just convert this whole thing to a class already. Should probably not do that. Let's call it print. That's crazy. Instead of doing that, we do is the length of the circle. Player is player, and okay, stop it now. Stop it. Stop it. What? No, don't do that. Okay, let's. What? Oh. I mean. Okay. So that would be my input, but that's a terrible score. Let's turn that around. Let's just put it in. I don't think it will be correct though. No, that is too high because I haven't really fleshed out the rules fully yet. But I think I have the parts needed. I think what I want to do is do a sample input. Let's do a new file. Then just put in that. And in this sample, I think we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 players. 9 players. And I think the last marble was 25. Now let's run with that instead. No. Winner is 5 with score of 31. That's a one-off. Okay. No. Is that inclusive? That's exclusive. But yeah, that doesn't make a difference for that guy. And we're starting from 0. I don't think we should be starting from 0 because we already placed the 0 marble. So we start at 1. And then the winner is incorrect instead. Range is start, stop, step. Start inclusive, stop exclusive. And then if the marble is worth a multiple else, okay. Let's do it. Just the scores. Okay, that's suspicious. Let's actually print. See how that compares with what we got. We start at 0, then we insert it at the wrong position. Okay, so we start out wrong. Is that because of a off by 1 thing, or is it something else? We should really put this in a class. That wasn't very useful. Can you just remove that? Okay. Do that. We get the correct thing again. I suppose that depends on. No, it doesn't. Do I continue just tweaking that until that looks correct? Insert before, I think the before bit. And I guess the issue is around the boundaries of that thing. So let's say we can do what you're complaining about. Inserting before 0. Okay, before 0. Okay, so let's read what the rule says here again. Maybe insert marble before between CV2 and CV1. Let's change the order of those two. Insert 1 between 1 and 0. So that basically means insert before 0. And then Python takes that to mean that you put it first, not that you put it last, which makes sense. So should I do... So if we want to insert before 0, we should actually put it last. I'll just do that. If then else we do the thing that we wanted to do from the start. So then we have 0, 1, 0, 1, 2. Okay, so then the first one worked. Insert bit 2 between position 0 and 1, which means that it should have gone there. Why did it not go there? Because we are saying before position, before index 1, stick in 2, insert object before index. Can just call this insert before. So insert before that, and if we are at the left boundary, that means that we need to put it at the end. If we're not at the left boundary, then we actually want to insert it where we say we want to insert it, right? And then we should leave the current marble at the position pointing to the thing we just inserted. So insert 1 between 1 and 2, 0. Which means I'm going to do print. Insert marble before So insert 1 before 0, which means put it at the end. Insert 2 before 0. Why does it say before 0? Shouldn't that say between that and that? And we go with the letter, so between, so we should say before 1, right? So let's just don't do any assignment. Then we do that, and we do my fingers are too fat. Maybe I should use my other keyboard. That is actually nice instead of this tiny one. Okay, 1. Insert 2 before 0, insert 3 before 1. That we actually did right. Before the second position, yes. But it didn't work. So when looking at that, we have, is that the current marble at 0? That's wrong. Current marble should be at that position. Okay. So that is not right. Current marble should be, so in that case, current marble should be the length of circle minus 1, I think. In this case, it should be insert before. Then that needs to be, what happens if we do that? And then we don't do that. Then we have 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 3. 0, 4, 2, 1, 3, that's better. Winner is 4, and then I think I am off by 1 with the play name. And then player plus equals 1, higher winner, winner is winner, plus 1 because we start at 0. Winner is number 5, player 5, with more score 32. Okay, and if we have more, I shouldn't be printing it anymore. So that's incorrect. So with 10 players, last marble worth that. High score should be not that, but almost that. Okay, so let's go back to the sample. And let's make sure that we have the correct end result in the circle. 0, 16, 8, 17, 4, 18, 14, 19, 2. Okay, so here we have a bug. So I think, okay, yeah, that's probably when we have this. We're not dealing with this case properly. So we get the score of the marble. We go counterclockwise. we get that score. And is that the issue now? Do I need to do that? Because then I got 19.2 and then 24, 20, 25, 10, 21, 5, 22, 11, 1, 12, 6, 13, 3, 14, 7, 15. Okay, that looks a lot more promising. Let's try the sample here again. 8.3. Okay, that looks good. Let's see if we can actually do our input. Let's try that out. Isn't that more than we had before? Yay! Gold star! Amused by the speed of answer. It's 100 times larger. Okay, so is this something where I need to that my algorithm won't work because of this? Do I need to make some optimizations for this to have a chance? Or do I need to be some smart math stuff to figure it out? I'm gonna give it a while there. I will probably cut the video here and then come back with an answer if I get an answer within a couple of minutes. And I guess if I don't get an answer, I need to tweak the code or figure out the math. This is taking too long. Okay, I already have that. I'm saying to add 2 there. My sample. So let's come back to that. Can we do a timing for this? Okay, let's see if we can do today. Okay, let's do our sample. Do that, and then let's see if we multiply by 10. And if we multiply that by 100. Okay, and by 1,000. And by 10,000. Okay, then it starts to get really slow. And do we see a pattern in how the score is growing? There's nothing obvious sticking out to me. I have different players winning. Can we reduce the circle somehow? Because I'm thinking that all this appending and deleting from the circle is what is taking a lot of time. I left the other one running over here. I think I will try to rework the code into a class so I can do some testing easier. Let's call it class game. Is this Python? It's been a while. Let's not do that. Sure, that's good. Do you have the class one in it? Is that how you do that? Number, players, lost, marble. Do I need a self? Self, no. Okay. Can I do a def? I want a static. We want file name. File. That should basically be a new of a game of oh, my bad. Okay. From file, scores. Let's look up the language. Data model, blah 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 blah, objects. Now let's go here, tutorial. And let's have a class. Classes. That's not a class. Yes, that's what I did. Okay, so those are class variables shared by everything. Okay, and that we don't want. So suppose we need to do this self.scores equals 0, 4. And we need to also have self current marble. We basically need all of this stuff. And then we need a they all need to have self and we don't need this global thing. Oops. Then we'll have a play which actually runs the game. Okay. Then we'll have the FI score. And I think we can, let's have that be returning a tuple with the winner and the highest score. Then we'll have marble game equals marble game from file. And then we have the winner and high score be marble game dot play. Then we don't do that. Okay, return. What did I do? Where is this? What? How did that show up there? Okay. Whoa! Self. Score, can I do? So. What happened? Hello. What? Okay, so I couldn't do that with my cursors. Method. Scores. Current marble. Do I need to keep track of that though outside of... I don't think I need these. Lowest marble now. Those we just put in here. Oh, okay, so I needed that in the thing. Those are have nothing to do with the thing except being helper methods. Can I capture them in the same lexical scope? Let's forget about that self. No problems, yeah, right. Non-type pass, no play. Anything. Cannot unpack non-itchable non-type object. Because, I don't do anything. Yes, fair enough. I should not be assigning those like that. I should be getting the winner and high. What did I do? I don't want to... Okay. So I can either initialize it myself. Okay, then let's go back here. So I should be able to do, let's call this the part 1. And let's call that then do it from and the sample, then we have we did have 9 players there, part 1, 9 players with the last marble being yes, okay. We still have 9 players, but we have 250. Yes, that seems to be, is that exponential growth? No one see it. Goddamn. So I need to do something smarter. Well, it's obvious that it's starting conditions. Oh, this is interesting. This is really interesting. Okay, so how many is that? So that is always the same winner with the same score for how many? We're at line 23. So yeah, a multiple of that, we have the same winner. Does the winner always, so here we win with 63, And the next time we win with 423. Next time with 1080. 2034. High score, and then that high score module 23 is what exactly? I'm just trying to find some patterns. Let's do this. So marble and marble over 23 gives the winner to be that. Let's just not print that. So marble, and then we get that. Okay, so for that, okay, let's also do how many times it goes, right? So will that give me a float? So I think we need to do double. So it goes 42 times, it goes 41. Can I do anything with this input? Oh, here one is winning like way more. Can we do like a normal format for that? Classes, format, output formatting, repl, no, string. Cool, okay, so is that the thing you do? Colon 4. TD. Yeah. So I don't think I have too much value, just the score by itself. So there is the number of times you can split, it goes in 23, and that's the remainder, and that gives the winner, which also gives the high score, because the high score is the thing that we're actually interested in. And is that any combination of those? Can I split that horizontally? So we have x equals 4105. No. So x divided in 43 and divided in 8. No. Go away. Kill terminal. I don't want to give up, but I also don't feel like I'm getting anywhere. At least not while recording. Let's just pretend we always have 426 players. Do I get different stuff in my output then? Do we get like longer runs of scores or anything like that? No. I'm printing the winner and the high score. Do they mean just the last marble that elf won with, or that we have 100 times more marbles in total to work with? What would a new winning elf's score be if the number of the last marble, So I'm saying that we do the numbering the same, but then we change the number of the very last marble to be this 100 times bigger number. Or do we have 100 times more marbles that we number? Oh man, this is so confusing. Just give them the marble game. Then I can do my stuff. But I can also do part 1 from file input. And if we now interpret that in the other way, that for marble in marble, if marble equals self lost, then marble is 100 times more. Is that what you're saying? Because that didn't change anything for that one. And it's inclusive because of that. Does that change anything for my input? That's not my input, is it? That's the sample. Your answer is too low. Okay. Because that would be really annoying if that what I actually meant. Because that is stupid. I'm interpreting it that you should basically run it with 100 more marbles. What? Oh, I didn't check that. That's what I want to do. I don't think I can do this one, actually. I don't feel like spending a lot more time on this. I think I'll probably stop here now, go check out the Reddit, see what the thing I'm missing is, or if I'm just being stupid. Which is not at all unlikely. Just shortening this up a little bit. Yeah, I guess that's still... Ho, ho, ho! It's like 5 minutes later and I'm back. I did a quick read on the Reddit and I think the interpretation is that we should have more marbles. But I think the sticking point is that I should have done what I thought was the good thing to do and use a doubly linked list, because most likely this deletion and insertion is killing the performance. I saw some other people using this, and Python has that doubly linked list. Import the deck, I think we call it, and that has some nice. Do we have that deck? Can we search? Let's search for deck collections deck. Yes. So let's convert the code to using that. So we have append. You have rotate, which is very, very useful in this example, because then we can use the whole thing as a circular list. So let's use the queue. We use that for that, and then we have the scores. So some people using a default dict, which is good, but that's a minor thing. So if we just tweak the thing here now, and now we can use the rotate instead of this custom. And then we have the marble, and then is this wrapping around? Oh no, that's index, pop, reverse, rotate. Okay, so we get the marbles, then we get self scores. Then we rotate the thing. Self circle, rotate -7. Then we take that score as well. I think you can pop it. And then we don't do that. And then we did that. And then the pop deleted it. And instead before, we just go forward one position, I think. Self, rotate 1. Then we append the marble there. And this is also something that I noticed, that I don't need to keep track of the player, because the player number is the same as the marble, save for that bit. But whatever. Does this compute? Winner is 42. That's totally wrong. Let's do this sample. Oh, that's wrong. Let's just check the rules again. Oh, maybe I need to, let's see, append. Extend left. Okay, so by rotating, we always stand at index 0, I think we can say. And then if we should and just append add to the right side. Do I need to adjust that to be standing at the correct spot? What if we... Okay, that's better. Let's just add marble there. Okay. And then I still have the multiplier, doing the multiply by 100. And if I do input, I should probably, oh, okay. Already, I was gonna check that I still got the correct answer. Oh, god damn! So, I guess the lesson is to not just steam ahead, but actually use my initial thoughts using the double linked list. Had I done that, it probably wouldn't have been an issue to begin with. Yeah. Should I split that up? Let's do there's no reset on that, so I should probably just do that. Part 2. There I jumped to the multiplier. Okay. I suppose it could have been worse. It's just annoying that I couldn't just figure that out myself without looking. Well, I guess I'm gonna leave it at that. Let's hope that tomorrow brings better fortune. Bye-bye!